Right, hello. It's a very exhausted LTBrad back to commentate SBF versus Lucretio. SBF going to opt for his Diddy game 1. I know he's been talking recently about how he wanted to start using Mario a bit more in tournament. And I mean, Mario like washes Rob, just straight up. So, kind of intrigued by this pick, huh? Yeah, you're good to go. Kind of intrigued by this pick, but hey, I mean, man must have a plan. So this should be an interesting set. I think last BailRiGG is the last time they played, and SBF actually clutched out in game 5. I can't remember if it was like a 3-0 comeback or something crazy like that, but I remember it being pretty wild. So somewhat of a salty rematch, I guess you could say, even though they have like no actual beacon. So Lucretio just opted early on to grab that gyro, pop up to some of the platforms and chill out for a bit. Both these players just kind of taking the platforms and just not really opting to fight one-on-one. I don't blame him because he's like, Diddy with banana in hand is like basically uncontestable. Like, what can you do with Rob in neutral against Diddy with banana? You know, wow, the banana bouncing the gyro back, that was weird. Oh, he nearly caught that jump. He threw that gyro up. I don't know what exactly for, but he nearly caught SBF jump into the blast zone. Pretty even sense here. Oh, I like SBF just did the Lucretio and he with banana instead of gyro. He dropped the banana on his shield and then tried to back air. It's quite funny. Wow, that kick just actually powered through gyro. Like, why? Good roll read there from Lucretio, reading that roll and hitting the up smash. I think this matchup, like, I'm not too knowledgeable in what Rob players think of it. But while it's definitely got to be losing, it can't be horrendous, I don't think. Going for a gyro setup and SBF's going to fall for it. It's a gyro to up smash on the ledge. Good stuff from Lucretio. Well done by him. Up throw fair from SBF. Side B. Lucretio is somewhat of a pioneer in doing dumb shit and people getting hit with it. So he just thinks... He's literally been saying recently that he wants to try and find a use for side B. And I guess that use for side B is making people look stupid on stream, because he certainly just did it to SBF. I say this as someone who's gotten hit by multiple side Bs, so maybe I shouldn't rag on him. But yeah, Lucretio holding a pretty decent lead here. Just kind of playing the matchup really well, actually, I think. Just avoiding banana, just taking the platforms whenever banana is in play, and just fighting outside of the range of it and getting as small hits in when he can. He's not really got anything destructive, but it's like, you know, he is getting himself a % lead, giving himself a decent advantage, so on and so forth. Although, I don't agree with that because he just re-grabbed the ledge. Although, was it a bait? Well, if it was, it didn't work. Because he gets stage spiked by the barrels there. So SBF finally gets his first stock, but then Lucretio gets a nice down throw up air, a quick 21%. Lucretio is at a 65% lead. SBF here. Banana down throw, misses the back air. Okay, maybe Lucretio kind of mixed up his DI a little bit. I love that. He had the right read and everything there. He dropped the gyro to make him think he was going for some gyro trick, and then ran right into the stand and get up, and grabbed him right out of it. Ooh, nice cross up in the back air from SBF. That standing grab range, dude. Lucretio was telling me last night it's the worst standing grab range in the game. It's the shortest standing grab in the entire game, which is kind of sad when you look at some characters like Zelda, who like practically doesn't have limbs, and yet Rob just... It's a hard life, man. And just like this, FEF has brought this back. Up throw up air. He's at like a 28% lead. Both characters could realistically die here. But Lucretio needs to play really carefully about this banana. Wow, he picked up the banana and got up smashed after picking it up, and SBF takes game 1. What was looking like a really hard game for him too. There you go, 1-0 to SBF. And Lucretio switching to his Diddy counter pick, the Olimar. I like this. He's been using this a lot recently. And Olimar throws like a lot of people off guard, you know, like it's a really weird matchup if you don't know how to play it, and it's kind of somewhat of a noob killer. And I think he does pretty well against both of SBF's characters, being Mario and Diddy. So I actually approve of this pick, definitely, because it looks very hard for Rob. Lucretio's Olimar, it's weird, it's kind of random. It goes from like good to scrubby in like a matter of seconds. So I'm wondering which version we're going to see here. Oh, See, latches the white Pikmin on and gets a back throw, and like, how much damage is that? You know what I mean? The game went from like SBF's favourite to even real quick. And Lucretio's got a purple Pikmin, and like, he's got red, yellow, purple. It's actually a really good lineup, and they bring the banana back to him. I forgot about that, and it still trips him. That's depressing. Also, I find it really funny, but I don't know if you see it, but Business Models was just like watching the set the whole time. Like, he was watching the whole first game, and then the second Lucretio switched to Olimar, just walks to the other side of the venue. It's quite funny. But yeah, Lucretio, he does his thing. He just loves to like run away and then just pivot grab your chase. You know, like pivot chase after it, they get grabbed. He's got a purple on deck. The kill shouldn't be far away. He's got purple and blue actually. The blue having the strongest throws in the game, meaning the up throw with blue Pikmin actually kills pretty early. It's a decent kill throw. But he throws all his Pikmin away to get back to the stage. Oh no, he threw the purple away. Okay, maybe the purple weighs him down the most. That's what I would assume. Wow, and the down to up smash is whiffing entirely and it eats an F smash. And that's Lucretio taking the first stock yet again. That didn't mean much in the last game. Okay, yeah, gets the blue Pikmin on him. SBF needs to prioritize getting rid of those Pikmin, man. He's just sitting there like letting them put more damage on. Especially that white one. Good lord. Lucretio screaming out loud as he gets pushed in the corner and his faceless F smash pressure. I love that grab on the roll in. Really good grab on the roll in. And you can see like it's just working out. This counter pick's working out pretty well for Lucretio. Seems to be the day that everyone got sick of the Northern Diddies and started counter-picking them. I hope I didn't just make SBF SCR sad. Just one other thing once I said that. Yeah, Lucretio, a lead yet again. He was a lead last game though, and if there's one thing I can say, it's the Olimar. Yep, he's dead. Back throw. He's lighter than Rob. He will die earlier than Rob, you know. But will he die easier than Rob? Not necessarily, because he has these three annoying little vegetable men who get in the way of everything. And actually, a funny thing about fighting Olimar is that sometimes when the Pikmin is latched onto you, it extends the hitboxes of moves that you use. So sometimes it can actually work against Olimar in that it extends the hitbox of the move of the opponent and allows it to kill when it normally wouldn't have. And Lucretio's taking a lot of damage now. Like, it's back to even again. SBF doesn't care about deficits, man. Oh, he tried to grab it. It was slightly out of range. I wonder if purple has the shortest range, because that looked like a really short grab. Okay, gets the grab, yeah. Woo! Goes for a down air there. Wanted it all. Lucretio with a 10% lead. I would just keep throwing Pikmin, to be honest. Oh, goes for a purple F smash. I don't blame him. What was that? He's going to die for that. Okay, he very nearly died for that. Stupid, like, random, fully charged up smash. And Neutral gets him with a purple F smash regardless. And that is a game for Lucretio. So it's currently 1-1. Okay, so Lucretio says, depending on your stage, I might switch. SBF says Town and City, and Lucretio audibly moans out loud. And is opting to go back with Rob. I'm not sure what makes this so much better for Rob than it is for Olimar, but I would not doubt the top player himself as we head into game 3 in this tied up set here. Lucretio's grab actually working for him. He wanted another grab out of the air dodge, but wasn't quite in the right position. I wasn't really expecting to air dodge out of that, so Lucretio's been playing chess, and we've been playing checkers this whole time, man. The stuff he does, like, actual absurdity. They're gonna get punished for that laser by Banana. The fact that, like, honestly, one of the biggest things they can do to Big Z is to like make his item toss slower, so it's reactive. You know what I mean? Because every time you're playing against Diddy with Banana, either in neutral or at kill percent, you're like walking on eggshells. You know what I mean? It's like the slightest mistake can end the game, and it's terrifying. It's bad, man. Lucretio just playing a pretty passive loop with throwing out lasers and gyros. Just, oh wow, covers the wall on stage with a late back air hitbox. I like that platform cancel by SBF, that's very nice. The way you platform cancelled the monkey flip by doing the exact correct spacing, it was able to come right back on stage with the back air. Oh, gonna read the tech roll. Yep, gets the up air out the Banana. Doesn't quite kill yet, but Lucretio is at high percent. Looking dangerous, man. Looking very dangerous indeed. Oh, he did cross him up with that. Oh, and he falls out of the up smash because he was in the ledge. Oh, and he gets him the down smash, yeah. Lucretio did a really good cross up there, but SBF was hit to it and chose the perfect punish. Oh wow, weak hit that S smash. Lucretio. Oh, he's looking for a grab. He's definitely looking for a grab. SBF nearly punished it, but he got down tilted before he could punish it. Oh wow, the most random of F smashes is going to take that stock for Lucretio. He takes the first stock yet again, but he's taken the first stock in every single game in this set, and it's not meant anything, because there he gets up throw and he gets his air dodge red, and it's not fair. Watching Lucretio play is something else, man. The noises he makes, the faces he makes, he just... There's no one quite like him. Oh, likes that, so he drops the gyro on the one to the ledge. Very nice. Okay, tries to fall off the ledge and be reverse laser into it. Look at that cool combo, man. Up for it, back air, back air. Great. Okay, there. Oh wow, they're both on the platform. Okay, as soon as he sees that roll coming in, he just kind of dips right out of there. Jumps back. Oh wow, why does that do that? That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Lucretio a decent deficit here. I think if he loses this game, he's going to have to like opt not to use the rock anymore in this set because it's not working out too well for him. Okay, yeah, Lucretio coming back on stage with that up air. I mean, this is Town and City and he has rage, so like 20 more % and down for up air will actually kill. Oh, he wanted like an angel drop, only with Rob. That was funny. Lucretio does the funniest things, man. It's a new TV, it's a new clip shot for this start. So Lucretio does the funniest thing. So I'll make a logo. See, like, what was that S smash? He just wants a bit more % really. He just kind of wants to spam grab. How's he gonna land? Don't land in there. Okay, but I mean, there were worse options. But he gets that up throw up air and he's going to take that game 3. So that's 2-1 up to SBF. And I think Olimar is going to have to be the answer here. It's just not working out for Rob. I think the last set that SBF won as well between these two was all Rob from Lucretio. Granted, that was game 5 if I remember. Right, game 4 going to Lilac. He's actually sticking with Rob. Man, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about this. It really looks like so stilted in Diddy's favour this matchup. But maybe he's got some kind of secret Lilac tech. He's going to get SBF killed at 10 somehow. I don't know. Maybe. Nair on shield. He could have grabbed him out of that, but SBF was just behind a little bit too much. Okay, he could have punished that landing, to be honest. SBF uses double jump somewhat unnecessarily. Could definitely beat in a punish for that. Oh, that gyro actually came back down just in time, to be honest. That's what we call calculations by Rob himself. Up air, nice, gonna even this game up real quick. 5% separate them. SBF gets a banana. It's an up air, and now Lucretio is 100. You have to be really careful about how you play that shoot exchanges. I like that, to be honest. I like that by SBF. Throwing the banana up on one side of the platform, and then fairing the other side to cover his escape option as really smart. And he gets the kill. First stock to SBF for the first time in this entire set, despite the fact that he's up 2-1. The first time his entire set he's taking the first stock. That's not going to kill. He was waiting for that air dodge. Goes for somewhat of an iffy down smash. Down throw up air? Nearly. The next one will definitely kill. Lucretio could definitely get this kill nice and quick on SBF and it won't be too bad for him. Oh, I like that a lot, yes. Yes, beautiful, beautiful sequence by Lucretio. He's not dead! Diddy is heavier than I gave him credit for. That sucks, man. Lucretio, that was such a well-played sequence there from Lucretio. He deserved that kill. But, you know, it's not going to play the better. Just, things happen. He's looking for an angel drop, I think. He's going to drop that. Yep, he's looking for the angel drop. Pioneered by the great Angel Cortez. And this is looking like a rough game for Lucretio, man. He's looking down the barrel of a 2-stock. Eating 83%. Gets that up there. I think that should do it. That finally does it. He finally takes that stock. So Lucretio's going to want to pull something kind of crazy and clutch together because this game is not looking so good for him right now. After up air. He's at 104. SBF is 0. Eats that banana as well. Why is it that we've taken to calling it the banana when it's actually just a banana peel? Peel, not a banana. Now through up smash, not quite going to take it, but one more of those will take the set for SBF and move to winner side of top 8. Lucretio, much like me, will fall to the north of Diddy and have to play it another set. Make it in, down, till, up smash, not even dead yet. Okay, never mind. It's a bit more stale than I realised. One more will definitely do it. I promise. I promise I'm right sometimes. The Lilac tilt kind of messing up that gyro for Lucretio there. He wanted to get a bit of stage control back with it, but it just kind of pooped out right in front of him. Down throw, up A, air dodges, gets away with it. Lucretio, man, like, it's gonna have to be a down air or something dumb, you know? Never mind, it's not gonna be anything. Banana F smash is gonna take that set. 3-1 for SBF. There we go.